Tonight, a police sergeant in LaFollette is fighting to get his job back after he and his supervisor were fired at a city council meeting earlier this month. On August 2nd, the city council voted to fire Sergeant Monty Miller and Lieutenant Brian Tiller. The move follows allegations of a toxic workplace. 10
News reporter Vinay Simlot spoke with Sergeant Miller's attorney and joins us with the latest. Vinay.
Robin, it's been a busy summer for the police department. A police captain who will be the next chief was suspended amid a TBI investigation, and now 2 senior officers were fired at a city council meeting. Sergeant Miller's attorney tells me he wants to make sure his client got all of the due process that he deserves. The story began in June when Captain Steve Wallen was suspended pending a TBI investigation. The district attorney general cleared Captain Wallen, but during that time, another officer in the LaFollette Police Department complained Sergeant Miller was laughing about the matter and joked 1 down, 2 to go. The city administrator, Stan Faust, took the complaint and hired an outside investigator. The investigator says she conducted interviews in person, over Zoom, and over the phone. And in a 2.5-page document, she says, quote, members of the LaFollette Police Department have been harassed by Sergeant Monty Miller. She recommended Sergeant Miller and his supervisor, Lieutenant Tiller, be disciplined because he let the harassment happen. The city council got the report the afternoon of their meeting. They voted to suspend the rules and fire Sergeant Miller and Lieutenant Tiller.
The city council met with no underlying material to support the findings.
Sergeant Miller worked for the department for more than 2 decades. His attorney says he's worried the council fired him without knowing the full story.
When you have someone with that type of seniority and that type of experience and you're removing them from the service of the community, are you doing your due diligence prior to removing that officer?
The attorney says he wants to look at the evidence from the investigation.
And ultimately, our goal is for him to get his job back.
Now, that lawyer says Sergeant Miller still hasn't been notified that he's been fired. He says he wants to make sure the city followed all of its rules before firing an officer. John.
Vinay Simlot on that story. Thank you, Vinay.